waiting for the go live moment. All right, good morning. Day 61, everyone. And we are in the town of Salem. We are in the town of Salem. And we're going to be heading off here. It's a short run today. We got some things we're going to do. It looks like we've got it. Oh, you going over the curb, Mr. T? Yeah. Looks like they caught you right there, didn't they? Okay, good. All right, so we're going to make a short run of it today, heading up to Spanish Fork. We have a big surprise for you folks. We'll have a little bit of time down in Spanish Fork. We're going to try and set up some stuff, some meet and greets, and we got a surprise. We got somebody joining the walk that I think you all know, but we'll leave that for another time. So Miss Patty has joined me here this morning. We got some things done. We got Mr. T taking command here. So we got some things done on Beachy. Nice. We got that. Y'all been watching how we've been working on getting the cooling problem solved, and we put in this acid, this thermocure treatment. Took the thermostat out, took the coolant out, and put in this thermocure with pure water and ran it. And over the last few days, we ran it for 6 days. Well, yesterday we were able to come up on a location that allowed us to pull Beachy into their shop and back flush it. And oh my God, the goop that came out of that block is crazy. We got it back flushed and put brand new coolant in it. Did an oil change, greased up everything underneath, all the grease zerts and all of that. So we got Beachy handled there yesterday. I'm gonna flip it around as Beachy goes by. So we're just leaving here. We had Main Street Pizza there last night for dinner. But I'm gonna zoom in here real quick as soon as I can button. There we go. And they're all over there watching us right now, but there it is. That's the shop that we were able to work with and got Beachy in there. Oil Rig Automotive. Great guys. They hold it steady there for a minute, Mr. T. I'm going to get a zoom in on this place. There we are. There it is. Oil Rig Automotive, Quick Lube Express. Helped us out big time. And we got Beachy handled. So, whoop, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that one. There we are. There we go. So, we were able to get Everything except oil filter, because it's a cartridge type that nobody has. Conversion over to a spin-on filter, so we got to locate that. But at least we got new oil and Lucas treatment in that engine. Got all of that, so that's all good to go. We've got a 3.4 mile day ahead of us today. And it's going to be near 100 degrees here. So something has been in the back of my mind to say Spanish Fork's important. Don't know what it is yet, but it's been there in the back of my mind. What have I got going on with Spanish Fork? I don't know. So maybe the surprise that's coming up here in the next few days, an individual that is going to be joining us. Mr. T, we got to get around you. Yeah, we got to come around you. One more. So, yeah, excuse me, Miss Patty. There we go. Now I don't feel so crowded. So we're going to go past the fairgrounds, Spanish Fork Fairgrounds. Spanish Fork's the very first town that has a large population that we've come into. So we want to go do this drive. Y'all need to go check out, we've done a lot of work on the website this morning at GreyWolfRon.com. Changed around some stuff, added some stuff to the website, pointed out what the objectives are, actually highlighted them, and we added in the Pony Express drive, the Grey Wolf Pony Express walk, or drive I should say. So, and what it is about. So that's on there as well. So we're asking people to write up what it is that they feel is wrong and with this country, and what it is that needs to change. Write it up. Write a letter to your representative. Take a picture of that letter. Handwritten would be the best. But if you want to type it up, print it out, and sign it, take a picture of it, and email it to GreyWolfWalkForFreedom@protonmail.com. We'll get that image. We will print it out somehow and add it to the bag, to the Pony Express bag. Once the bag fills, we'll transfer the bag to burlap sack. It's what they used back in the day. Miss Patty's got to take a quick or anything. and make it so the bag is capable of having more, getting more letters. More petitions, crayon images of when we get to DC. I'd like to have a semi-trailer full of burlap sacks full of letters. Deliver representatives of this country. So you figure the math, if just 1% of the individuals were able to get me their letter, then I would be delivering over 3.5 million letters to the steps of the Capitol. Now that's not to remove from the fact that I want people. I want people to be with me there too. So many people that we fill the streets of Washington, D.C., every street, with people. We the people. Our Constitution is in crisis. Let's let them know that we know that. And let's get out and start repairing this country. Ignore. So I'm guessing that tomorrow and the next day are going to be near 100 degrees here. Not good walking heat, that's for sure. So get with the Pony Express drive. Share, like, subscribe, and by all means, please click the bell. Notifications. GreyWolfWalk.com. We also need donations, monetary donations. That's why we'll keep this drive moving, people. It'll keep us walking across this great country. Spanish Fort, Utah. Coming up. But the donations are pretty important right now. We're coming up on the end of the month here. We got expenses to cover. Not a lot, but still. We've saved a lot of money in this trading up. We've estimated that we've probably saved over $500 right now in fuel alone by jumping ahead in the areas where there's no population. So that's a big plus. Instead of $300 topping off Beachy and the gas cans for the gen set and everything else. Adjust this a little bit. So go to GreyWolfWalk.com, please, and donate. Share it out with your friends, your family. Be doing also, we'll be doing some zigzagging across areas as we walk east. You know, if we've got a big town that's 20 or 30 miles out of our way, then we'll go to it. And when will the actual skipping and jumping ahead stop? When there's people here with me walking. We will walk and we won't jump ahead if there's a lot of people that are in the walk. We need people. It's somewhat interesting to me that we had hundreds of thousands of people with covering every bridge and on the way to DC from California, waving flags, cheering us on at every stop, but they're not there now. We need them. We need them to come out. A lot of people have been thinking that the big trucks would be what were needed to stop or to shut down function. I got news for you people. It's people that will work better than trucks. It's the people of we the people. They can block the trucks like they did with us. But, here, I'm going to tighten this up real quick, Miss Patty. I got a wardrobe malfunction here. I got to tighten up this gimbal up a little bit. That's great, Right Along Gang. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to tighten up my gimbal plate because it was bouncing a little bit more. So, yeah, I did. Where was I? The people. They're not, you know, people can walk around a plow. And if they put the barricades up, then it's the people that block the streets and the highways in protest. That's where the power is in the people. I've been saying that. I'll probably say that a million times more. And that's when they start getting really scared and start shivering in their boots. Is when they start seeing the people come out. So, we give them something to be scared about. When you get the people to, you get what the people want. You start shutting down media's narratives. You know, I saw the post yesterday about the resident saying that the quote right wing, extreme right wing, that if they want to fight the country, they better get some F-15s and not their guns. Well, what is he saying with that comment? Is he saying that anybody that's conservative, that has an opinion, that tries to protest, better bring an F-15 fighter jet? Does that mean he's looking to squash us with our military? Just because we're Americans with a point of view, with an ideology that leans other than what theirs is? Think about that, people. We can't allow that crap. It has to be stopped. Let's get then you move on to bigger and better things from there. But talk about a threat. That's a pretty big threat.
Mile on the clicker.
Saying that right wing, that's interesting terminology coming from the resident that's supposed to be our president, calling us all right wing, saying that we're against the country. We are the country, damn it. How dare you? It's all about the people. They think they have the masses. Well, we know the truth. We know that there is more than 60% of this country that want change. Where are you? Why aren't you doing something? Why are you sitting there leaving it up to someone else to try and fix? You're a part of it, so let's all get together and fix it. Our Constitution was written in reflection of our God-given rights. And they are removing our rights one little sliver at a time. Enough is enough. There's some minor differences in our objectives. To be expected. Belly and expect you're going to have your itch scratched by the government. If you believe that, I have a bridge to sell you in New York. Come on, people. Wake up. Smell the cappuccino already. Do something about it. Let's mass. Let's get together and have a count that the counters can't count. A head count. Let's make everyone accountable for what they've done to us, to our home, to our way of life. That's right. Many grains of sand create a desert. Many drops of water create an ocean. That's true. That's 100%. And out here on this walk right now, there's just a few drops, just a few grains of sand. Let's turn it into a desert, rolling down the highway. Let's turn it into an ocean, rolling down or washing down the highways, and becoming a single voice, saying, you don't work for yourselves, you work for us. You don't work for the big donors. You work for us. And we're not going to have it anymore. We're going to make change. We're going to lock down the loopholes that you're using in our Constitution. Actually, they're not even in the Constitution. They're orders, executive actions. There are some good people on Capitol Hill, but they're few. Out of 535 members up on top of that hill, there's probably less than 20 that are really good. Some good ideas. When the people and the states come together, we have our Article 5 power to create amendments to our Constitution. A lot of people don't know about that. Or they'll speak to their representatives and listen to their state representatives saying, oh, well, that would be all bad if we did the Article 5. Wrong. We have the power to create amendments, people, in Article 5 of our Constitution via a convention of the states. Ignore. So James Topp and I had a really good conversation, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up a panel. He's getting with his folks and set up the logistics of it. We're going to have a panel with some Q&A with him and I, the both of us, what it is we're looking to do. So hopefully in the next few days, because our Labor Day weekend is coming up this weekend, and so is Canada's Labor Day weekend. So
Around the corner.
Nice wave there. So we're going to be looking to get that panel put together here. We're going to do some tests as soon as his people talk to my people. Potentially looking to share some resources and get people in Canada as well as people in America on the same page. Bring it on. Let's do it. And James is working on the vaccine injury side of things. Yeah, they would like to see their states of emergency ended. They have a lot more in problems than we do. when it comes to the tyranny, it's the same. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be a good, I think that's going to be a good panel. Of course, we're actually going to share the link out for people to be able to join in on that panel. They may have questions for myself or for James Topp. But there will be somewhat of a little vetting process before you're allowed out of the green room. Make sure that it's not some kind of a troll. And the comms folks will be looking to see if you get nasty when they get camera time and say, whoop, you're out. It'll be that. So what is the name of that park we're going to be at? So we're going to be at the Russell Swenson parking lot in Spanish Fork. At the Russell Swenson baseball fields. I think they got 6 of those fields going there. Beautiful looking from the satellite. So we're going to be there. We get some people to come out and sign our guest book. Write a letter to your representative. Bring it to us. We'll put it in the bag, in our Pony Express bag. And just ahead is the sign for the city limits of Spanish Fork. Good morning, Jesse. How's the temperature on Beachy?
Right in the middle.
Nice. Seems like it's running a little bit different with the new oil and such in there.
A lot quieter, a lot more throttle response.
Yeah. Nice. Invest in a fan to blow the heat out of that inverter area, mounted on the door or something.
Something to dry that heat out of there and keep away from it.
Yeah, put it on the forward side of the door so that it's blowing that heat out of there. Set it up on some kind of a thermal switch like the radiator's on. Yeah, I think we could actually use the same on-off switch. Well, a cheaper one, but put the thermal probe that you normally would put in a radiator, would put up underneath the unit, and as it sets to a certain temperature, it turns the fan on. So that way it would be blown. You know, for that matter, we could even use a little 12-inch fan. It's like we've got on the radiator, we've got that 16-inch. We could use a little 8-inch fan. Set it up the same way, but instead of being on the radiator, it's in the power compartment. Keep it a bit cooler in there. Thank you, Weathercat. $75 degrees and 31% humidity, Miss Patty. Feels hotter, but it's only 75. Well, the fan just went off on Beachy, so happy, happy.
In and out a couple times. Working ready. Number 2.
1.4 left to do for the day. I just want to talk a little bit about the volunteers. We need lots of volunteers. And I just wanted to put a message out to volunteers that come in that not everybody can be that comes into the volunteers, and I understand that there's volunteers and but are also supporters that have spent a lot of money helping out this movement. And you are all appreciated. But not everybody can be in my ear at the same time. We've got to be able to have some radio silence, if you will. So please don't take it that you're being knocked out of the loop if you're not allowed into the channel where there's only a few people that are taking turns talking to me. You're equally important, but for different things. So I understand that some people are upset, thinking that they're being disrespected. I apologize if that's the way you feel. You're not disrespected. I respect you all. We just have to have some structure. We're in the beginning phases of this walk, even though I'm in Utah now. Things are going to get larger, more chaotic. So early on, we have to put some structure to it. We need to be able to have volunteers come in. But if you can imagine, if I had 1,000 volunteers and I gave them all access to be able to sit here and chat in my ear while I'm walking, just how distractive that is. So we've got to set that structure up now. Bring the volunteers in. You also have to imagine if we had 1,000 volunteers, which I hope to be able to get to, that are all running 1,000 different directions, that there needs to be there needs to be a trickle up, if you will, communications from those volunteers to some active admins, so that there's a summary. There's the detail and there's the summary. So that way we're not duplicating efforts, we're not upsetting law enforcement across the country over having 1,000 people call and try to get their attention. So again, you're all important. We're learning this too. Individuals that are in the admin group now, they're learning too. We're all learning from this. I'm not trying to shut people down for their ideas. Ideas are extremely important on how we can grow this movement, but we also all have to work together. We can't be disrespectful to each other. That's the kind of division we're trying to fight against. And I saw so much of that in the convoy. I saw so many individuals thinking that their way was better and it had to change. Individuals have to think about what brought them to this movement. what brought them to the convoy. And all of a sudden you want to change it? There's some type A personalities there that need to just understand we cannot just change the entire concept of the walk because somebody's got an idea they think is better, or a movement that they think is better. You can't just do that. I didn't know if that bridge went over back or not, so just stay along this path. It looks like it does, but that's all right. It's actually a nice little walk over there. So bring in the volunteers. We need people to be able to be walk ambassadors. Those that can be part of the group that can set up locations where we would come in, spend the evening, set up campsites if we've got enough people that need to camp out, help locate hotel rooms for those that want to stay in hotel rooms, set that up. Also be in the towns like here in Spanish Fork with groups of individuals passing out literature, cards, inviting them to write letters for our Pony Express walk, bags, community ambassadors, community walk ambassadors that are working only in their communities where they live. They don't stop being a walk ambassador once we walk through that town. Maybe they start educating and working with other community ambassadors to let them know how they worked out in their community, what successes they had, what things they did that didn't work, that didn't help, other things to try. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a very long time. Looks like about a 1964 Buick Special, I think. Maybe? Wow, this guy does some...
Buick.
Yeah. He's got a 1963 or a 62 Ford Falcon over there. There's a 1957 Bel Air in the shop, primered up. He's got an old Chrysler 300, 57, 56. Man. Some neat stuff over in that garage. There's a Chevelle sitting in a trailer back here. Oh my God. It's a freaking Studebaker. Look at that. It's a Studi. Wow. Beautiful. What? Sorry about that. There we go. was great.
But hang here waiting to get over the crop intersection. We're not blocking the time.
I believe that was a silver hawk. I think that's what they called them. That's Studebaker. $19.59, something like that. Hey Zero, welcome in, man.
I'm gonna pull it. Let it go. I don't know what to
Studebaker. Man, that had to be exhilarating to be able to get your hands on an old Studebaker and overhaul it. Parts are a nightmare to find, but auto car over here, Mr. T on the right. I can see the ballpark lights over there. That's where we're going. Currently 82 degrees. Hey guys. We'll take this dirt path here, catch us back up to the sidewalk up here. I see the lights ahead. Fire engine.
That red light.
All right. This is the fairgrounds. We'll go up here to East 300 and make a left. And we'll head back over to those ballparks over there. Well, that looks like an afterthought with the school bus or with the bus bench. When have I ever said that the election was what this walk was about? I've never said that. So I guess that would be there's no point, because this walk's not about the election, although a lot of people probably feel that way. And certainly we want people to vote, you know, get out and vote. Correct. Awareness is the key. People are the point. Has nothing to do with the election schedule. Ignore it. You're going left at that light.
Let me know if you want to go over.
Well, we'll go up to the light and then we'll cross over. So you guys do what you have to win. We're gonna go grab this sidewalk over here. We're gonna walk the sidewalk up there. The barn. Thank you, David. That's what we're doing. Get people together, get people out. Raise awareness. Let people know that when it comes to making change in this country, it takes people. So let's get all the people we can together. And we walk into Washington as a group that is equal to one. Make sure you guys check out GreyWolfWalk.com. We've made changes to that this morning. And we sure would appreciate the donations as well. Keep this movement not only going, but growing. If I'm not mistaken, that's an ice cream shop on the corner. Yeah, that's a nice candy apple red on that Bronco, that older Bronco. Canada's in the house. I'll say again, I had a good 30-something minute long conversation with James Topp. Well, I guess it's after the arrow. Yesterday, we talked about what the movements, both his movement and the movement here in the United States is. And we're setting up a panel here in the next few days to have James Topp and myself be able to take questions from people. So even if those people happen to be reporters, they could come into the panel. We're going straight. We're going straight here. So right where that truck came out is where I believe where we're going. So we met with James on the phone, that is, and people will be able to come into the panel and talk to James and myself. Hopefully we got some reporters to come in. I know that's repetitive, but I had to work on that. But make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and you definitely turn on that little bell. GreyWolfWalk.com is our site. Donations are definitely appreciated. Any information about our Pony Express drive, our letters, and I really want to see letters from kids written in crayon. Bring it to us. We'll digitize it. We'll get it into Pony Express bag. Find a good spot that faces the other direction, so we can be ready for afternoon shade. What do you think, Whiskey Tango? Good clearance there.
I go down here by these trees, Whiskey.
This is our.
I think we just need to spin around and come back over there, maybe on by the tree.
What I was thinking, that way we got that sun blocking some of them trees here in a little bit.
So this is. I am hearing
Whatever.
lots and lots of dogs.
Trees blocking the sun, maybe.
Lots of dogs. They are
What do you
going
think
crazy.
by this building here, Mr. T, with the shade?
About that too, we can turn around and park right there.
That might not be a bad idea.
It might be some kind of a breeding dog breeder or something. There's a lot of dogs there. Who? Craig, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Wholeheartedly, we appreciate that.
Enough room to get in there, Whiskey?
Looks like he does. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Even got room between them for... Well, the signs are important.
Oh, yeah.
And then the table,
Yeah.
kind of like the idea. We'd have afternoon shade from the building, for behind. The sun's going to be beaten here in the
So all the
afternoon.
shade's going to be on this side in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, we'll be on that side. Yeah, I wish we had the other sign. It's going to be at Spanish Fork, I guess.
Where are we at? What town are we in?
Spanish Fork.
Okay, so it's going to be here. Yep.
Yeah, we're here. So, I mean, if you drop, it's only 4 miles to Love's for showers. You know? But,
I don't have a key.
what's that? Oh.
You want to back up a little further? Or? Yeah, go back. Got enough room to get the door open, still get between. That seems to be some kind of an entrance there. I don't think we're blocking.
I don't think we're blocking anything.
Looks level as could be.
Yeah.
Back inside, it's rough.
I mean, we got a little bit of a down tilt going that way, but yeah.
Yeah, when the sun goes that way, it's shaded.
Yeah. Yep, we got the shade. We can hang out here in the shade of the building, and then wish I had a canopy on this thing. We don't. It's appear to be running good on Beachy. That looks good. I'm going to take a walk over through the park here. Russell Swinson.
Want to break the front up a couple, 2 blocks on both sides.
What's that?
We're going to want to bring the front up a couple, 2 blocks or so on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what it says. No dogs, bikes and skateboards, scooters, rollerblades, no smoking or e-cigs, no chewing tobacco, alcohol, or personal vehicles. 5 to 11. I see a restroom sign in that building. You got some tables in the shade here. Playground. It looks like it's open till 11 p.m. Got some tables underneath. The awning here. Bathrooms are open, so we've got bathrooms here. Shade there. Abby wouldn't be allowed in here. No dogs allowed. Trash cans. Yep. Nice looking ballparks. We got 6 fields. baseball caps. Bronze. Yeah, walk over there and show. Yep. In honor of J. Phil Boyack, Spanish Fork Baseball. Yeah, it's an honorary bench. Beachy did good. We got shade to work with. Especially it's going to be 100 degrees. Oh, look at this. Look at the back window of this car. Durango. Very cool. Well, there we go. Go hop up in here. Oof, definitely warm. No, she's out with Mr. T. So we had 3.4 miles, a short day, like I said, but we are at Spanish Fork, Utah. Ballpark. How many? That was 29 when we left. Is that wrong? Or it was 20 something. So there's Abby. Got some leftover pizza from last night.
I'm gonna shut that generator down for a minute just to gas it up because we got about an eighth of a tank in it.
Yeah.
And That way, if we want, we can turn the air on for a while.
Mm-hmm. That'll work.
First thing I noticed was a sign over there, no dogs. It's like, oh, I'll take Abby over to grass. No, I'll walk to the other end of the lot.
I saw that when I was walking in there. Yep, some leftover pizza.
What's more?
So, yeah, it was a good walk today. Waiting for the Starlink to come back. We got to get a UPS unit. Because every time we shut down the generator and the inverter switch occurs, it knocks the satellite out for a minute. Some hair of a glitch. Been doing a lot of thinking. About how to get people engaged. Having a hard time with it, to be honest with you. I thought there would be a lot more engagement. I believe it will come. I just wish it was more. I mean, I get it. People can't quit their jobs and do like I've done. Join a multi-month effort. In the same token, if we don't do something, we won't have our cushy jobs. It's that bad.
Switch that on if you want. We're gassed up and running again. I opened that box up so the inverter will hopefully stay cool.
Well, right now it's in the shade, right?
Well, the sun's shining in our box right now. I opened it up.
So, getting people to show that they want change. It's hard to figure it out. I mean, it's just, what do we do? And when I say we, I speak about me, our administrative group, the supporters that are working diligently on keeping this running. Because I'm not doing it by myself, that's damn sure. Pizza last night. It's a prime example of what's going on in this country. Right here, the slice I'm holding. We went in, ordered a extra large pepperoni, sausage, and black olive. And Whiskey Tango said, "Can you add bacon to half of it?" Do you see any pepperoni, sausage, or black olive on that? No. They interpreted it as make half of the pizza bacon. So, only bacon. That's not what was said. We want an extra large pepperoni, black olive, sausage and black olive, and add bacon to half. Young person. Total came to $20 and some change. So they were given $51. I'm holding a 50 in one hand and a 1 in the other. What do we do with this? Why'd you hand me a 1? So Whiskey says, just put $51 into your computer, and that way I don't get a whole bunch of 1s, and I don't get a bunch of, a bunch of 1s and 5s and 10s and 20s, or whatever, in my change. It's that simple. I don't want a bunch of 1s. Take 35 cents in quarters, dimes, whatever. They didn't even know that that was a way of changing, so that you get a 20 and a 10 back with a quarter and a dime, rather than having to split it up with 4 1s and a 5 and so on. What does that mean? The pizza right here is an indication of individuals not understanding what it is that you're talking about.
Not a clue.
And we've indoctrinated our children to where they have to have an answer back from the computer to even count back change. They can't do it. Things have to change in this country. We're dumbing down the population. Anyway, how do we get to these people? Never had a bacon-only pizza. How would Common Core work on counting change back? How would that work? Would they have to get out a pad and pencil and write out 5 pages of equations?
Yeah, Common Core math, it'd take about 6 pages.
GGAD 1963, is that what you said? GGAB. Big shout out. GGAB 1963. Been sharing Grey Wolf and out to multiple locations. Thank you for that.
Greatly appreciated.
Breakfast and lunch, and it also polishes off the leftover. So the last slice of bacon pizza. Anybody else think of ways to get to the people?
We got one more Diet Pepsi in their body.
Yes, sir.
They're in the eye.
Walk softly and carry a big stick. I do carry a big stick. I wonder if I'm walking softly or not.
Listen up. Grey Wolf has something to say. Pay attention. Wake up. I'm gonna get the chairs out and sit down a bit.
Sounds good, buddy. I'm going to try something. See if it works. So you're going to have a black screen for a minute, because I'm going to end this.